Only missing a few, looks like.
Yeah, Joey got the heck out of Dodge fairly quickly. He boarded his cart and started driving away with it, and looked back
Yeah.
and saw all you guys were like, "What?"
Yeah, the dude in full armor who can take hits took
Mhm.
off. It's okay. I still appreciate that you saved my neck, Joey.
Was he? Oh, he's not listening yet.
He is not.
Oh, we'll get him though.
But he never needs to know.
Never needs to know. Reaper, how did you roll a 2? Oh, Reaper. I misnamed you, buddy. You're off my turn list.
It's not his name.
It's not what's it's
Like at
not
the
it's not what he's gonna do, it's what's gonna happen to him.
Mm-hmm. It's like he's like picking someone up at the airport. That's a sign he's holding. He's waiting.
He's waiting to be reaped.
Oh, poor Reaper. He had such
He
high
knows.
hopes. He had such
He
high
knows
hopes when
his
he picked that
place.
name.
He's been demoralized by the death of all of his friends. Oh, I'm in someone's speakers.
Yeah, I heard a speaker echo. I didn't see whose though.
My voice always sounds so weird on recordings.
I think Valandra, I think it was you. Yep.
Wait, what?
You're the one getting the echo back.
Okay.
So now you're not. Oh, there it goes.
We are.
Yes.
Ooh, Dusk is joining. And we are live.
We are.
Cool.
Dusk is the only one that's not down on hit points too much.
So welcome everyone as we assemble things and get ready for our introductions and stuff. A few quick announcements and new things. And I heard a gasp. What was the gasp?
I dropped my spoon.
Okay. You're allowed to be excited for starting the stream. That's totally okay too. Good cover. But a quick thank you to everyone who did take the time to follow on Twitch. For those of you who may not have heard, the goal was 50. We're currently sitting at 53, which is higher than 50, which means that there's a musical number coming up, I think, in Tuesday's session. We did not, unfortunately, hit the follower goal, at least I don't think so, on the YouTube side, which was a huge goal of 100. But when that gets hit, a loot box becomes available to the orphans of the Warren of Unwanted Burdens. They still got a little ways to go on that one. So, a couple of new things that we're going to be trying out and failing catastrophically at. The first one is I'm going to round robin and select people to say if they've got anything to announce. That can be thank yous, that can be promotions, that could be anything that they want to say, or they say no, and then we just move to the next person. Then I'm going to pester Chloe, who's our first volunteer with air quotes, to do the recap of what's gone on so far. After that, we kick off the drama, and the drama is a lot of drama. You might notice over there that there's a pile of monsters in the turn order, and a big old monster in a box of fire. A little monologuing will start off the action this evening, though how long that lasts depends a lot on how well behaved the orphans are. They're not really known for sitting still and listening to their elders. But, so let's kick off with asking if anybody's got any announcements. I'm going to call everybody by their player name because otherwise I'm going to botch things terribly. If anybody likes to be called by something else, let me know. Lord High Master, God of all things is already taken. You can refer me to that if you don't like Casey. We'll start with Valandra. Anything you want to kick off?
Don't think so, nope.
Fair enough. Kicking it over to Waverly.
No, not really.
You got it. Dusk is muted at the moment, joining us remotely with ability to text, I think. Dusk, if you have anything you want to say, feel free to shoot it in there. Dawn, anything for you?
Nope, not today.
You got it. Joey?
No.
No. Chloe?
Well, Chloe doesn't have too much to say right now, but I just want to say thank you to all of you for the, follower goal and whatnot. And thank you to Casey for, pushing. I know that you get the musical number out of it, but otherwise it is much appreciated. And yeah, this is going to be very fun, and I'm sorry ahead of time about my recap. I'm going to miss something.
Not a problem. And that's going to bring us to Telays. Anything from you?
I would just like to send a shout out to Discord. Thank you for getting your stuff and gear, because we were having some technical issues like right before game started.
Absolutely.
Never hurts to say thanks.
And should things explode mid-game, we'll do our best to reassemble and be back on, or at least type some interesting things into the Twitch chat. By the way, my apologies, because this is a fast session, I don't get to look over as much as I usually do to the Twitch chat, but other people will flag me down and yell things if something really amusing shows up there. Please feel free to chat. And with that, Chloe, would you please let us know how you guys got from being orphans to here?
All right. Well, I didn't exactly prepare the whole background, but previously on Tyranny of Dragons, after the orphans return, they see their town of Greenest set upon by baddies in general. They were hoping to just drop off the money and have a fun reunion, but instead they run to the rescue. They realize that, long story short, they're holing up in the stronghold in the center of town, and there's people that need rescuing at the temple. So of course we naturally went there. We cut through some baddies on the way to rescue those people, and after a nice stealthy smoke check, thanks to Talise and others, we made it in, we made it out, and getting back to the stronghold, making sure that everybody is okay, we were set upon by another group that thought they were sneaky, coming around the back. Useless guard tower people, didn't even see them. We were able to sneak one of those cultists, and he is now our prisoner. And after the brief rest from last session, the adventurers continue questioning their cultist prisoner, hoping to get information about why they are there and how best to get rid of them. Proving to be pretty much a nobody within his raiding group, he provides us with a very little information, aside from that they're there to loot treasure, and with a good religion check, I believe, from Valandra, they were known to sacrifice people. This is confirmed when Talise spies the carts driving around town, 2 of them, driving around town, heading on a path towards the center of town, collecting piles of treasure. And in the center of the town, I believe we saw nothing good. Lots of baddies and a big baddie in the center, as well as lots of prisoners, poor prisoners. Having little time to process this before acting, the adventurers spring into action. Dusk running towards the nearest cart, and others positioning themselves to take out the cultists all around. Long story short, people go down, people come back up. Chloe gets surrounded. She tries to save poor Talise. And long story short, many carts running over many kobolds. They turn their carts and gather facing towards the center of town, where we see a ring of fire and people watching us. We weren't as stealthy as we thought we were.
That's very true. So, picking up from there, your attention is captured, perhaps, by the brilliant bolt of lightning that erupts in the town square, shooting across the square into the ground, perhaps by the crack of thunder that follows, or the warm glow of flames as that lightning attack hits the ground, lighting the oil and wood that's been piled in a 2-foot wide trench dug in the dirt. Perhaps by the laughter of the large dragon-like creature standing in the center. Now, all this is happening within moments of the adventurers having driven carts about, fallen down unconscious, jumped back up, Chloe Telays having done that several times, I think.
Up and down and up and down.
Joey having, taken the scenic route with his cart, but he's getting back into it. Dusk having driven over a number of pedestrians. Valandra currently hanging off the side of the cart, I think, and Waverly up on a roof somewhere. So, as that lightning strikes, that fire flares, the laughter echoes across. What's everybody been doing for that last 30 seconds or so? And if I could ask everybody to roll initiative and join the massive pile of monsters and cultists waiting to see what happens next. Please remember to click your tokens and hit the initiative buttons.
Look at these rolls. I think we're all worn out.
It's been a long night. It has possibly been the longest night you guys have had in a long time. So as I put you guys as I put you guys into initiative order here. Whoop, Dusk, thanks for joining in. Dusk is spry. So I will ask, starting down the list here, Dusk, atop your cart, just having turned about, what are you doing right now? All right. Dusk reaches down to help everyone else get into the cart, beckoning for you to join them, calling out, "It's time to go to the square," in Dusk's voice, obviously. After that, I think Dawn. Up on the rooftop still, perhaps. What are you doing?
He's crouched. He's been crouched down on the roof. It's just 30 seconds. He's probably gonna get down and start heading over to where everyone else is.
All right. And Telays, what is your plan?
Excuse me. I got 30 seconds. She's going to do a really quick pat down of the dead human that's right beside her, see if there's anything in his pockets that might be useful because she is hurt.
Give me a D100 if you would, please. High is better. But these cultists haven't been carrying much. And as Telays gives the old shakedown, Waverly, what are you up to?
Oh, a 77!
Ooh!
Good. 77 is pretty good. If you would, Telays, give me a D4. Ooh, nicely rolled. Waverly, what are you doing, though?
Hop down from this roof and run over and get into that cart, I guess.
All right. Now, Joey...
I was just going to ask, how many people could fit in a cart? How big are they actually?
They're fair-sized carts. You could easily sit, 12 to 14 people scrunched in there. There's already a fair pile of, well, at this point, it's pretty much junk. It was expensive stuff until somebody wheeled the cart around, flipping it from side to side, smashing into people. So now there's been a little breakage. Let's be fair. There has been a little breakage. But you could still definitely fit everybody into one cart, even sitting atop the rubble.
And it's just like an open back cart. Right?
Open back cart, yep. Big old hay wagon style. But Joey's got one of those carts all to himself at the moment. Joey, I think the plan was to loop around and come back. But as everything happens, what are you doing?
Is there stuff on this cart, or is this an empty cart? How successful were they loading it?
They were successfully loading it. They got through about a quarter of the town before they met with their fates. So there's paintings, there's candelabras, there's the nicer looking chairs, there's rugs and throws. expensive-ish stuff that they're probably looking to go through later. And you see some, casks of the finer vintages sloshing around in the back.
Yeah, I mean that's the end of what I'm looking for. There is stuff that might immediately be useful. So I guess if there's cloth and hard spirits, it's time to make bottles with cloths in them.
Joey, what are we gonna call? How about? Have you got any skills that would lean towards
Not at all. Probably being able to drink a lot.
drinking a lot? So maybe an intelligence check on that. Ooh, that's a well-rolled intelligence check. So Joey, getting spirits and carpets together, and even stuffing cloth in there is going to be kind of tricky. But you've got a big fist, and casks aren't really all that hard. You could probably just punch one and shove some cloth in the top, and make yourself a Joey-sized Molotov, if you chose.
Delightful. Backup plan's always a good plan.
Oh my gosh.
So some Joey-sized Molotovs are being created.
Awesome.
And as that's going on, Valandra, you started off, I think, dangling from the side of the cart. What are you doing now?
Just getting back into the back of the cart so I can stop hanging there in my chainmail, which is probably not light, and helping other people into the back of the cart.
Yeah, you go ahead and pull yourself up and in and start assisting people in. Good thing you never skip an arm day.
Yep.
But Chloe, you've had a little bit of a rough day. What are you doing right now?
Well, she's a little dizzy. I mean, she went over to save Talise, and then Talise went down, and then I went down, and then Talise went back up, and then... Anyway, it was a little confusing. So she's gonna clamber over all the dead corpses near her and go... Like, at this point, we're not really being stealthy anymore. She's gonna be like, Joey, the hell are you... Why did you go all the way over there? You went all the way... Why'd you take the long way around? She's gonna jump on the thing, and as she's berating him, help him with his... like, automatically know what he's thinking and doing and be like, start stuffing the Molotovs. I don't know why you took off. You just left me. I died over there. Didn't you see she was down? You didn't even help me. God, you just gotta get the cot.
And all these goings on, especially the conversation carrying across to the town square, seem to be amusing the dragon-like creature quite a bit. Oh, defenders of Greenest, this has been a successful night, and I am feeling generous. Do you see these pitiful, useless prisoners? We have no need for them, so I will trade them back to you. Those carts. Allow us to load them, take them on our way, and I will return all but one. The last. I will trade if you send your best warrior to fight me.
That sounds like a better deal than we were hoping for. So
I mean, that's true.
But who are we gonna send to fight him?
well, let's trade the carts for everyone else first. If we have to let like one person die.
I mean, that's.
Wow.
I'm okay with trading
Wow.
cards.
Oh, pragmatism. I love pragmatism.
Dawn
Go on.
agrees.
Hey,
like,
I don't want to let one person die, but if we do, like, let's save everyone else first.
Needs the many and all that.
There's logic to that.
And Dusk adds in, I mean, I'd rather get the people back.
We don't need carts of broken belongings.
I
They
mean,
can
that's
have-
that's what we were doing with the carts anyway, wasn't it? I thought we were stealing them so we had something to trade them for.
I think that was the plan, wasn't it? Or driving it right through the middle of town or something.
I'm pretty sure. I thought we were just driving through town and running people over, but I mean, trading is a perfectly good plan.
That was my understanding, was we were getting the carts so we had something to trade for the prisoners. So let's agree to that part at least.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the plan all along, was to give them the stuff, but
Yeah.
it's just we have to figure out which of us are healthy enough. So there's 2 people that are off. Like, no. Maybe 3. But Chloe wouldn't put herself in there that quickly. She's like, no, I'm fine. It's just a little bleeding.
Dusk or Joey, really?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I would agree. They could paper, rock, scissors it.
Older parchment shears.
As you are talking, you can hear.
I'm gonna use second wind as we're talking about. No, I'm fine. Look, see, no, it's good. I can fight.
Oh God.
I can
So
do
you
it. I'm the
can-
only one of us with this big wooden thing to block his fire.
You have a big wooden thing? There's a lot of wooden things around.
Speaking
Well,
to
no,
the
try
ship.
me.
Flammable.
Dawn will chime in and say he's blue. It's likely not going to be fire.
Well, you know it's not going to be fire. We saw him electrocute people.
Well, he set the oil on fire with the
Well,
lightning.
electrocute the ground, yeah. But
Would Dawn know that he can't do that again? Like, is that common knowledge?
Give
Would
me
people know that?
Give me a, let's call that an Arcana check.
I would also like to know that.
Sure, absolutely.
Dang.
Dawn knows things.
So Dawn has learned a few things. Dawn is familiar, I think, with the Dragonborn race. The Dragonborn race can breathe an elemental attack once, twice a day, not very often. This creature looks different, however. This creature looks more the dragon. And you know that a dragon, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes if you're lucky, before it can breathe its breath again. You would suspect this probably takes a little time,
But he might be able to do it again.
but may be able to do it again.
Does he know what it is if he's not a dragonborn?
Let's call that one a nature, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Some form of hybrid. You would classify it as a half dragon. You've heard of such things, but what the other half might be, from this distance, its size, anything humanoid, really.
He will offer up what information he has. Saying this is not your average dragonborn.
I mean, just saying, if we're going to send one of our best fighters to fight him, I would suggest being on ready to interfere if necessary. Like I got my bow. I'll find a roof somewhere and just.
That would be breaking the deal.
I don't fucking care.
Well, okay, so we been just shouting this deal back and forth with him from the center of town, kind of?
I think we have been just talking amongst ourselves.
There,
Yeah,
huddle.
that was not at the top of my lungs. Thank you. I have that much sense.
No, I mean like him, his deal towards us. He's been
Yes,
just shouting
he's
it
been-
across.
He has just been shouting it across to you guys.
Okay.
And if everyone would give me a quick perception check.
I want to shout something back after this.
Oh, you may certainly do so as you guys throw in that perception check. Ooh.
Nice.
Waverly, you're on it. Some other folks, not so much.
It didn't go through. Okay, that's weird. Oh, that's why. Never mind.
Joey's been sampling the wares. Let's see here. All right. So, due to the positioning of the houses, it's not until he's very close that Waverly and Dawn pick up the movement coming around the south side of the house near Telays, and you hear calling out, "Hey, hey!" And you look over and you see Zach leaning around the side of the house, waving toward you guys to get your attention. He's not carrying any light on him, so you're only faintly seeing him.
I would see him. I got a 20.
Certain of you are seeing him quite clearly, those dark vision folks, but he doesn't know that. He was, remember, a little slow.
Before I do anything with this information, did I find anything on this body?
You did find some things on that body. You found some rations.
Oh, I'll take it. Not what I was hoping for, but I'll take it.
Free food.
Free food.
All right, so Chloe will want to. I mean, obviously, seeing Zach is kind of distracting, but she'll want to like yell back towards the center of the town and just be like, "Look, yeah, it's real easy for us to pick one of us injured, already have fought a lot today, people to come fight you. Surely a man such as yourself, a strong fighter, would want an actual challenge. None of us are going to actually challenge you. Now, if you let my brother and myself fight you, 2 against 1, we're injured. We're down. That would be an even fight. Are those terms agreeable to you?"
Wow.
If you cannot fight me alone, then you are not worth my time. I might as well slaughter this. And he lifts someone up and looks at it. Woman, and then he drops it.
Like, well, we just fought your whole other half of your people. You're saying that that's not worthy? We came from that fight to fight you. What have you done today?
And he just gestures grandly around with an enormous sword. I've taken this town.
I see that you're capable of ordering kobolds around to do your work for you. But when it comes to actually fighting people that are evenly matched with you, are you saying you're incapable of doing that?
Oh, how tiring. And he gestures, and one of the kobolds shoves one of the captives into the flame.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh no!
Going, Chloe.
Well, that was clearly my intention.
Right.
That laughter was totally out of character, guys.
Don just rolls his eyes like
All right.
he saw that coming a mile away.
In the meantime of the shouting match, Talais has gone over to Zach because she's actually the closest person to him.
Waverly is also heading over to Zach. Thank you.
Okay, so as you guys make your way over to Zach, you hear someone screaming and thrashing about on the ground as their clothing starts to burn.
Well, that can't possibly be good.
No.
Zach, what's up?
I hope you have good news.
And he looks at he's like the governor he said
Birds, Zach.
She's burning. The governor said just give them whatever they want. Just give them the carts.
We're
gonna do that.
But tell him. Make him stop.
Hey! Look here. Calm. We're working on it. Is there anything else that you were sent to give us or tell us? Yes or no?
Governor Tarball asked if any of you could step forward. You've done so much more than any of us could.
Step forward to do what? To do the fighting?
Yes, to fight.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. sweetheart, unless you've got some healing potions in your pants, I gotta go.
We are worn out. I don't know if you've noticed this. We're gonna do the best we can, but you gotta give us some time.
And he reaches down as you guys are talking, and he pulls out, and he says, "There's one. It's the last one." And he's
And
holding a
Talace
healing potion.
just takes it out of his hand because that's how she do. Thank you. This will actually help. Now go hide.
And with that, he glues himself to the wall of the house because you can't see him when he does that.
Okay, that's
All
a
right.
good hiding place, Zach. Don't move.
He
Valandra,
never.
That's fantastic.
Valandra will shout that if they get the prisoner out of the fire, we'll accept their terms.
That prisoner's already dead.
Unless, yeah, I don't know if that prisoner's already dead, but I don't know how
And
powerful the fire is.
the fire is not that powerful, but people are fragile. So I'm going to ask somebody to take the fate of this prisoner in hand. Roll a d4. You probably don't want to roll a 4.
I'll do it. Shit.
Oh no! Weeps.
I'm sorry.
The cries cut off with a choke as the...
Hey, wait, can I use my inspiration for that?
Ooh, that's a little after the roll. But we'll let it slide this time. Must be called before the rolls, but we'll let it slide because somebody's life could be on the line. Who would like to re-roll that d4?
I'll do it.
Oh.
After a second, she coughs again. Rasping breaths, obviously quite hurt, but alive at least. I accept your terms. Make ready the carts. I am sending my men. And the horde begins to descend upon you.
All right, are we actually gonna Talace is whispering? Are we actually gonna let this happen, or are we going to do crazy things that we probably shouldn't do?
Well, we do have that giant Molotov cocktail.
And we have 2 carts, and we can have runaway horses with a distraction.
I can get up onto a roof and some arrows ready.
I think there are too many of them for that.
Yeah, you saw what happened when I tried to haggle at all, and it resulted in
We
one
should-
almost death.
We should see how it plays out if we follow the rules.
Well, who's gonna be our fighter then?
And Dusk quickly adds, things are replaceable, people aren't. We should hurry.
While this is happening, Chloe and Joey are on the cart, and they're doing the rock paper scissors thing, but they're yelling Maul pole arm great axe, Maul pole arm, best 2 out of 3, Maul pole arm great axe. God damn it, I can't go. And they're just Chloe's just arguing, and you see a lot of no.
Yes.
When
Which
I
one
told
of
you,
those is
Maul
paper?
beats great axe.
Which one of those is paper?
Pole arm.
Oh, okay.
If you say so.
Because obviously you can wrap the pole arm around things.
I was gonna go maybe net.
Hey,
Come on, we're half orcs.
We don't go
Alright.
fishing, we just kill our stuff. Alright, so they're all coming up. Okay.
God, this sounds.
Real
That's
quick
a
before they
lot
get here, did we
more.
search the other
Alright.
cart?
Are we
for
moving
stuff?
everybody to converge in the road or something?
Just stay back. Let them take the carts.
Waverly's just gonna head over into these bushes and kind of hide,
So who
just
did
in
we-
case.
who decided that they were gonna do the fighting?
You see Joey kind of motioning to Chloe in the hey, give me some stuff motion.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
need a shield. Don't worry, I'll bring it back.
So Talace is gonna jog across the street around here and go, which one of you is doing it?
Chloe just looks really sad at Joey, and she's just like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So Talais takes the potion that she got from Zach, shoves it into Joey's hands, and go, use it when you really need it.
So as the cultists and kobolds draw closer, they walk by you all casual like, not even looking defensive, knowing they've kind of got you guys over a barrel here. They hop up in the cart. Anyone doing anything to prevent them from driving those carts away?
I'll definitely like spit right before they walk. But no.
Joey, I'm gonna before. Can I inspire him before battle begins because it lasts for 10 minutes?
You certainly may.
Okay. After she hands Joey the potion, she kisses his cheek and says, "Don't die," and that's how I inspire him.
Also, as the battle's about to happen, everyone remember, if you have inspiration left, that we can use it to give him inspiration in the battle.
Absolutely may. So, a few minutes pass. The cultists get the carts righted. They pick up a few of the objects on the ground. And then the majority of them start moving away. Ha ha! They've honored their bargain well enough. Release a few of them. And the kobolds give a shove.
I knew it.
A few of them.
That's not all but one. God damn it.
I am
Start
totally.
moving away.
I'm unsurprised and angered.
Chloe's gonna turn to Joey as the carts are driving away and just, take off her shield and throw it on the ground. She's just childlike unhappy with what's going on. She's like, she grabs both of his shoulders, looks him in the eye, and she says, "You go down, and I'm coming after you. You know this."
I'm not worried. I have all of the burdens behind me.
And
I'm not fighting one-on-one.
As the cultists and the kobolds go by, passing down the hill from the keep, they're jeering, spinning their bull roars, pointing at the treasures that they are now taking away from town.
Which are mostly broken.
But, hey, it's dark. A lot of them are human. They can't tell. The Cyan Wrath watches as the cart continues to move along. Well enough, they've kept more of their bargain. Let two more go.
I assume we all want to move towards the center.
Yeah.
Men, women, children start running. As the cart continues to move away, he calls for more to be released.
As they're all being released and kind of running towards us, I'll whisper towards them, and point kind of back towards the house where I think Zach is. Just say, just go that way. He'll lead you.
That is close enough. Will not have any interference in my grand battle. The last of the children are set, and only two remain. Cyan Wrath looks between them.
Psst, there's a child in there still.
That child's really slow. It's terrified. It's just sitting there like the kobold gives it a little nudge. He's like, get going.
He made friends.
Go. Now, which one of you has been selected to face me?
You do realize that we are all orphans, right? And we've all been bullied in our lives. And this is just absolutely no different from anything else that we've ever had.
Actually, no.
Well, then at least you will die accustomed to your fate.
I mean, besides the lightning breath.
If that part's new.
I feel like we should
Where's
be.
the where's
ahead.
the townsperson that was in the fire? Can
The
I make
townsperson
a
that was,
medicine check?
you certainly may. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay.
And while not obvious in the pile, they're fairly obvious for still being a little bit smoky.
We should
You
be.
give them
4.
you give them a quick evaluation. They certainly have several degrees of burns and will need some bed rest to recover. But with the help of the others, despite their hobblings and bindings, they should be able to make it back to the keep without coming into danger.
Okay.
We should be able to get, like, or at least along the same rung as the kobolds surrounding him. Surely. Is only fair. Fairness is what you know. This whole deal's all about. Clearly. You have your onlookers that will clearly not intercede. We should be allowed to have ours.
My onlookers are here to ensure that you are people of honor.
Well, good. Then we'll stand side by side with them in honor. And she
Keep
goes
your
right over here.
distance if you two to be released. And you can see as you draw closer, that kobold takes a step back and starts spinning up his sling. Like, try me, lady.
She spits on the ground towards him.
All
Flace just reaches out and takes Chloe's arm real gentle and just draws her back a little.
Kobolds
if-
shove the other two forward. Yep, good.
If I can, Waverly's going to just kind of go around the back of these houses and swing herself up onto one of these roofs and hide out up on top of the roof just as much as possible.
They're kind of keeping an eye out, so I'm going to need a little bit of a stealth check for that one.
All right.
Let's see how you're doing here, kobolds. You are a winged kobold, which means you're the fancy ones. And your perception...
Enough.
You managed to make it up to the rooftop. Quick. The Scion Wrath looks between the two remaining. He reaches over. He tugs the hood off of one of the two. Charity, Zach's sister. He grabs her bindings, drags her forward through the fire, and tosses her across the flame at Joey. There. Deal is satisfied. See that one away, and then prepare yourself for battle.
I'll kind of pick her up and just kind of start shoving her away, given her less than favorable dealings with the members of the Warrens. It's kind of like a pick up and throw.
She is quite all right with being tossed about in order to get out of there. Not even an unkind word for you as she scurries away, leaving one person behind. The kobolds unmask him, a young man, 17, 18 years old. And please give me a perception check, everybody. Waverly, you've got the best vantage. You can see over the flame down at him. Joey, Chloe, you've got a pretty good look. You have no idea who this guy is. He does not look familiar at all. You don't remember him.
Before Webtoes gets away, can Talise grab her by the arm and ask who the other person is?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what she's gonna do. Like, and then she's not gonna be nice about it. She's gonna grab her by the bend of the elbow and kind of sling her over and go, "Who do they have?" And she's not nice about it.
And Charity looks terrified. She glances back. She looks. I don't know him.
Huh.
And Talise looks puzzled and then just kind of shoves her away. Like, and she's again not nice about it.
This is interesting. And also good to know because
If she doesn't know him, then he doesn't belong here.
Yeah, that's weird.
very weird.
You know what? Talise comes up right beside Chloe, and she's just like, "This is really off. Something's going on."
Wait, before she walked away, like, can we ask her, like, does he have any weaknesses, or what have you seen about this guy? What does he do? What are we in for here?
Give me a quick investigation on that one. And you can see, as you're holding Charity back for those few seconds, that Zach has come running forward, like gesturing, like "Let's go, let's go!" And you're like hanging on to Charity. He's like, Charity looks at you, and maybe for the first time in a decade or more, actually makes eye contact with one of the orphans, and she just says, "I don't know. They had a bag over my head and I was being shoved around. I heard a thunderous boom. And then this."
And she just, nods at her and gestures towards Zach. She's like 100% worried about Joey now. Like, she doesn't even care that we don't know who the other person is or whatever. She's just trying to get information about how to help him.
And with that, the Scion Wrath takes his great sword, draws a line in the dirt, and steps back. Come.
Maybe you should get rid of the fire first.
Fire.
And Joey, I mean, looking down at it, it's a little 2 foot. You could, hop over it, no problem.
Yeah.
Unless you were thrown down in it, not a big deal. Unless.
So the firewall is most threatening to Waverly then of all of them.
Well, Dusk, Dawn, and Waverly all stand a chance of just going woof. So, maybe not damaging, but certainly an embarrassing event. And I think, Joey, you have the initiative.
Yeah, and like as I'm walking in, like I put down the maul that I've been using all day. Like I've just put on Chloe's shield, and then I'm gonna run, and I'm just gonna be like, "All right, this is how we're gonna start." All right, and then it looks like I'm gonna draw like my javelin off the side of my belt and go to stab him, but instead I'm just gonna go to try to grapple him.
Okay. Fair deal.
Can I give him my inspiration?
You may certainly.
I'm sorry. Right before I go to start to grapple him, that's my fault. I'm gonna channel a little bit of that deal that I made, and I'm gonna put a hex on him, and I'm gonna choose for him to have disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okie doke. He is so hexed. Wanna.
just running forward and just this
And
is
he is up against a 22. He tries to shrug that one off. An 8 is not going to shrug that off.
just
How
because you're
do you-
big.
How do you grapple him?
Like it's just like I've actually got the shield on backwards. It's on my right arm instead of my left arm, and I'm just kind of checking him with the shield and then grabbing hold of him so that we can both move back. Double movement to move with him, right?
To try and lift him up and carry him?
Okay.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to just move. Yeah, with him, so I can't move him and me. That's a check.
Can't move him. Can't move him and you. Grapple just holds you still.
Yeah, no. Then I'm just holding him right there, like I'm just like trying to keep him in one place. I'm just going through my head like this is step 1. Okay, now I just don't die.
It is
plan
actually
not die.
moving a grappled creature is in the rules, and it is
Okay.
just if you successfully grapple them, your speed is halved,
Oh,
unless the creature is 2 or more sizes smaller than you.
I
So,
like it. Let's use it.
that's-
So speed is halved. You may move then.
I would like to move 10 feet and then 20 feet's worth of movement with him. So that he's right next to this person that we don't know.
Okay.
I mean, and coincidentally in a small 2-foot deep pit of fire.
He is now held in a small 2-foot deep pit of fire. Please roll me a d4 damage for the small 2-foot deep pit of fire. An effective 2-foot deep pit of fire. You hear him. Good, good. Die.
Oh God.
And
Oh dear.
Oh God.
lightning erupts from his mouth into your face.
Oh God.
Anybody else?
Tusk.
Dusk comments, is he a masochist? Well, I mean, look, as
Well, you got a point.
And Chloe's looking back at everybody like, if you guys got any inspiring words.
I already did it.
You did.
Ew. That is a lot of dexterity save, and also
Oh my
a lot
God.
a lot of damage.
Oh God. I'm so glad I gave him that potion.
all right, that dexterity save is a pass. Let's see about that damage. Would have been 27. It's only 13.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a little lightning. It's fine.
Recharge 5 or 6, you say?
Recharge 5 or 6, I say.
Oh
That
And
God.
then-
metagaming.
Having coughed lightning into your face with a surge of activity, he tries to shake you off. And I don't believe that's a saving throw.
Athletics
For the hex, is the hex specifically saving throws, or is the hex any strength check?
It is specifically only strength checks.
All right. So
Yeah,
he,
it doesn't apply to saves.
he gets to roll his athletics. He has a 20.
That's a check, though.
Yeah, it's a check.
That's a check. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
He
a-
has,
So he has
it's
an
a check,
8.
not a
he has
save.
an 8. Thank you. This is what happens when the DM has too much going on. You hold him down, and he looks quite surprised and unhappy as it comes back around to your turn, Joey. Now that you have him held down, actually, let me rephrase that. Is anyone else doing anything to interfere?
I'm just like muttering to myself, and I'm assuming Talise can hear me because she's closest to me. I'm just like, if he goes down, I'm going in. I don't give a shit. I'm going in. I'm gonna go rescue him if he goes down. Just so you know.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Here's a question
Mhm.
that I think only you can answer, Casey. If I were to shout an insult, like like a rowdy fan at a sporting event, and it happened to do damage, would that get noticed as actually attacking someone?
That would require a fair amount of stealth because shouting and stealth don't really go hand in hand.
Well,
Well,
And
I would
would it-
argue
would
a
it-
performance
would it-
check.
they're fairly familiar with the whole bard thing. But if you would like to try it, you certainly may, understanding there are a lot of onlookers. You certainly may try it. 100% may. And I will even allow that performance to be the difficulty setter
Okay.
because I like baiting you into traps.
You know what? I'm not gonna do it right now. That's why I wanted to ask the question for clarity.
Very good.
And I'm gonna save that idea in reserve. And I'm going to and I'm gonna look at Chloe and just be like, "You want me to do something?"
No, like Chloe and Talise, like looking at Talise, I know the look in her eyes when she's like brewing up a plan, and I'm like, don't get my brother killed. If he goes down, all in. Do whatever you do, make those funny insults, but just he's hanging in there, and I'm like trying to see if he's like just bleeding out every orifice or not.
He seems to be doing okay, except having been struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's all.
Shake that
And
off.
he has a health potion on him.
He does. But let's find out what he's doing. Joey, what are you doing?
Second win.
Second one.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and knock him prone.
And
Just
you're
gonna
try-
hold on to him and then just kind of check him down into the ground, into this fire pit.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're inspired for after the fact.
I want to
If
think.
you wanna-
Hold on.
If you want
So
to use
hang on.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn that.
So roll a d6. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So he is at disadvantage. He is facing a 17.
Okay.
Oh.
He's nice and standing.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Just take a dive. Just take a dive.
Anything else you would like to try, or is that it for
That's all of the things.
you? All right. So please roll.
I
the
mean, I guess I can
D4.
just drag him side by side here.
Please roll the D4 for keeping him in the fire.
Nice.
Fire MVP.
A fair deal, but grappled as he is, entertained as he was, he's bringing his sword into play. He swings it around, picking up momentum, and then basically just swings it inward at himself, catching you between him, perhaps. His first attack. A 19.
Jesus. Yeah, that'll put me down to 1. 0, then 1.
0, then 1.
Yes.
You're still standing. And then he brings the sword down once more on you. But no.
Oh my god.
Apparently a little zone of safety hugging on him as you are.
See, it's just played. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna spend my last bardic inspiration on Joey,
Okay.
just shouting, "You can do it, Joey! Don't give up!" And so you're inspired again. And that's it. That's all I got, guys.
Anyone else doing anything else?
Just a question. Do
Yeah.
we get our inspiration at the beginning of a session or after?
Only at level up is it automatic.
Okay.
Oh. I have another one I can give him later. Fantastic.
Because I know I used mine, so I wasn't sure if he got it back yet.
Nope. We are awarding an automatic inspiration to everybody once you hit a level, because occasionally I forget awesome things. But otherwise only on super awesome things due to the short sessions. But anybody else have anything else before Joey decides what to do?
Waverly's just gonna get her bow ready to go.
All right.
Yeah, Chloe's in a crouch.
Just in
Ready
case.
to scramble up onto the roof.
As the kobolds surrounding see Joey start to stagger, start to have trouble, their wings begin beating, and you realize that all of the kobolds in the circle are winged. Their scales a bright blue, matching the Cyan Wrath's scales. They
Oh my
start
God.
lifting into the air, their wing beats creating more flame, more updrafts, the shadows whirling crazily about. Only two remain at a lower level, the two standing behind the young man who looks dumbstruck as the half-dragon is held in the flames just inches from his face as the great sword whirs past him to hit Joey. And Joey, what are you doing?
Well, against the great sword, that healing potion's gonna be like a trickle. So, I'm gonna set up for the future, and we will bonus action. I'm gonna channel a little bit of Hexblade's curse here.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him. We're gonna curse him for a minute, assuming that lasts that long. Just kind of looking at him and just being like, that's great. You've hit me. You're going to lose. You will fail. And then I'm knocking him over again. I'm trying to knock him over.
All right. 21's a pretty high bar, especially with disadvantage. He falls into the fire. You hold him down in the embers and the cinders. Please roll me 2d4 points of damage. Give me one more of those. Well played. The half-dragon's scales are scorched.
Can I insight check the situation here? Because I have an inkling I might understand what's happening with these kobolds, but I want to know if Talise would actually pick up on it.
Okay, what's that? Go ahead and give me the insight, and then give me your thoughts.
Okay, I think that Joey's the sacrifice.
Okay.
I think that was the plan, that Joey's the sacrifice, and that the other person's just bait to get him in there. And I think that's why everyone's all excited and flying around.
Oh shit.
And let's see that insight. A warrior is certainly worth more than some stripling child.
I grab Chloe by the arm really hard. And I go, we got to get him out of there. We got to get him out of there. This is bad. And I'm like, I think that they were after him.
And is anyone doing anything before the Cyan Wrath? Now, these are split-second exchanges. Only a few seconds have passed. What have you guys got?
So in response to Talise, Chloe will be like, just kind of jerk her arm back and like get ready to go. And she's like, they ain't gonna have him, but he can do this. He can do this. Look, he's got him pinned down. It's a classic move. We played this all the time. He's doing the moves. Just give him a second. And she's like saying like, give him a second. I believe in him. But at the same time, she's sweating profusely and just looks
We're a little
very
scared over here.
looks like she's gonna vomit.
Arrow in the face.
Is it an arrow in the face?
Yes, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Oh god.
God.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh god.
No.
Are you gonna
That
go
might get him
away?
killed.
I think he's gonna get killed anyway.
Wait, Waverly,
yeah,
wait.
no.
What?
He's down on the ground and you're right behind Joey. You would have to shoot through Joey to get to him. You do not have line of sight.
That would be a heck of a shot. You
And
would
you have disadvantage
Oh.
too.
Okay, maybe
So I'll
we'll
give you
wait. I'll wait.
decision.
I'll-
Wait, okay. All right. So
Donna's gonna get up on the roof.
held in the flame, the half dragon drags his sword across the ground, levers it up under Joey, and then just lifts, intending to hoist Joey up by the blade.
Now that one
16.
goes off of Chloe's shield.
Well played, Chloe Shield. Oh, amusement! And then he twists, trying to move the blade past the shield. No. He remains down in the flames. Joey, what are you doing?
All right, well that's phase 2. Phase 3 is kick that stupid ass sword out of his hands. I'd like to disarm him.
You may certainly make the attempt. Disarm is in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and I didn't have that page open.
Do I have it on my thing?
Wow. All the frantic clicking and page turning is
Yep,
amazing.
yep. On the quick. First one to find it wins. I think it is an attack roll against the weapon, but what is the actual rule?
Weapon attack. Attacker makes an attack roll contested by target strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
You got it. Go ahead and give me that
Nice.
attack roll.
So he has disadvantage on it still.
He can choose. They're not going to choose the one he has disadvantage on.
Oh right, because it's gotcha.
And then yeah, I'm just gonna try to
Does anyone
it
anyone
out.
anyone want to give him inspiration on this? Anyone have inspiration left?
He's got a bardic inspiration he
I
can
have-
use after the fact.
No, I know, but the roll twice would be helpful.
I already gave mine.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, I used mine.
All right, so that is a 12. Is there anything we're going to add to that 12? Making it a 17. No.
Oh.
No. He holds, yoinking it out of the way. Well played, but die.
I had similar thoughts.
But die.
It's a weird way to do that.
Yeah, and then I don't have any. Yeah, I am out of the things that I do as bonuses. That's that. Text, that second one. That's... Yep. I mean, I guess for style points, I'll drag him 10 feet this way.
Can I shoot him now?
I think we should all probably just ready actions. So if we see Joey go down again.
All right, so you drag him along the burning wood. Please roll me the 2d4 points of fiery damage as you keep him prone. And wow,
Woo!
Yay.
Fire MVP.
Nice.
not how I was expecting this fight to go. But
Hey, we can see
well
his
done.
red bar move down a little now, guys.
His bar has been moved.
Jeez.
So as that happens, let's find out something. Nope. He seems dedicated to this idea of just impaling you on the sword and ending it that way. Despite the disadvantage, he continues to
I get
stab.
it, man. I get it. You're big, you're strong, you're used to fighting in a way. It's predictable. It's fine.
15 a no. 15, I don't think so
Ooh.
again.
Nope.
Yep.
Anybody doing anything before Joey goes?
I'm gonna ready an action to dash in if I see him go down again, knowing that he, took a knee and then got back up, knowing that he, used his half work thingy.
All right. At this point, most of the kobolds are quite high in the air. Joey, what are you doing?
All right. Well, at this point, like I see, is the fire is he starting to show signs of like getting irritated by this fire?
He. Yeah, you can see through his facade. He is not as confident as he was a few seconds ago.
All right. Well, then we're just gonna do this, and then I'm just gonna start bashing him in the ground with my shield. No, you're gonna stay here, and you're gonna take it. 17.
17 is going to hit for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then it'll be 9 total because of Hexblade's curse and a
Nice.
D6 of necrotic.
Start stacking up. 11 points dealt.
Nice.
And then that's
What
fire
was-
because I don't have anything else.
There's the fire. Joey making it look hard. Anyone, any interference?
He's doing it. Don't.
Are the kobolds? How are they
Mhm.
reacting to the fact that their guy is now clearly losing?
They just seem to be gaining altitude.
They're childs.
go-
They'll take off.
Are they going straight up? Are they heading in a direction?
Straight up, it would seem. The only two that are not straight up is the two behind the prisoner. They're only 10 feet or so in the air.
This is some edge of the seat shit, I swear.
Yeah,
to God.
like I'm like reaching for my Xanax.
So I think that means no interference.
Not yet.
Still the readied action of dash if stuff goes
Alright.
down.
Yeah. Oh God.
Ready
The Cyan
actions.
Wrath sticks to his guns, bringing his greatsword into play once more. No. Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
I'm not dead yet.
Are you unconscious?
Yes, very unconscious.
Very
Well.
unconscious. As he falls unconscious, I believe the Hexblade's curse is lifted.
That would also trigger my readied action by him
So-
going down.
The sword finally finds its way between and boom, up between the shield and Joey's side, slicing enough that the blood loss overcomes Joey. He slumps onto the blade. Chloe begins running forward. As you do, Chloe, you have violated the terms and you are bombarded by the kobolds above. 4 of them that you pass near use their reactions to drop stones at you. 4 dropped rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Without your shield, because it's been saving Joey's life, does a 16 get you?
A 16 does not, but the other two do.
The other two do. 14 points of damage struck as the rocks come cascading down.
Yep, they knocked me unconscious before I was able to help.
All right.
Well, I'm still gonna shoot. I mean, things are broken. Gonna shoot. What's his name in the face now?
Okay. He's still on the ground, so you are at disadvantage. Feel free to fire.
I'm gonna try anyway.
12 is not
Oh.
going to do it. Anyone else breaking the agreement?
Talise isn't going to break the agreement. She's just going to go up to Chloe and do the medicine check so she doesn't fucking die.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. You need to roll better than 10 if you don't have a medicine kit.
Which I don't. Here we go.
All right.
There you go.
Chloe stabilizes. Chloe, please roll me a d4. That's how many hours before you regain consciousness without magical healing. As all this happens, anyone else stepping forward?
4 hours.
She's gonna rage if she wakes up and Joey's dead. Like, just FYI.
We'll try not to let him die.
All right. Due to the shenanigans, a round passes. Joey, please give me a death saving throw.
Ooh, I like these.
Have an inspiration, Joey. I have one. I have mine left to give before you roll.
Like an inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could get back up.
You could.
Ooh, I'm using that. That sounds fun. I could also not die. I'm a big fan of that too.
It is a success. So please mark a success down. As you lay there, the great sword in the ground right next to Joey, and the Cyan Wrath stands. Oh.
Now that he's standing, do something.
He's
He
not
begins-
attacking the guy who's down. Let's wait and see if they just leave now.
He begins walking away, and as he does, he just gives that kid a shove through the fire. Just, out of my way. And he just strolls away, seeming unconcerned. Above, you can still hear the wing beats of the kobolds, but I think they're out of line of sight for even the 60 feet folk. You, however, are brightly lit by the flame. What are you guys doing?
Valandra's gonna move up to Joey and try and stabilize him,
Okay.
unless she starts getting attacked by kobolds.
The kobolds do not attack. However, you hear most of the wing beats have now concentrated over and around the Cyan Wrath. They seem to be escorting
Nice.
him from the air.
Something is so up.
Damn it. Okay.
Joey, no better, no
Didn't
worse. I'm going to... Anybody else? Activity.
Well, I mean, at least they're leaving.
Yeah, don't attack. Nobody attack, please.
All right. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next round, Joey. I need another death save.
Leaving is not killing us all, so.
Please don't make me into a paladin of
Don't
vengeance.
shoot.
Oh my god. Talise is
Joey,
gonna.
Ow!
Oh god. Oh god.
He's not
Joey,
dead.
What the fuck?
please
All of you can
mark
medicine
down-
check.
Please mark down 2 fails.
Yep.
All right. So
On a 4 or better, I stabilize him, so.
hang on. So hang on.
He's got a healing potion in his bag.
Oh, right. Shit.
Pull it out and stuff it down his throat.
Forgot about that.
All right. So what's everybody doing?
I will. Is his healing potion immediately visible?
You can certainly find it in a quick free action check.
Okay. And then I will feed him his healing potion.
All right. Joey, please receive the benefits of a healing potion.
2d4 plus 2? Is that?
2d4 plus 2, I believe. Yes. Oh,
Nice.
Joey, you heal well, buddy. In the meantime, the Cyan
these-
Wrath has
Are
continued.
these guys hanging out on purpose, or did you just forget them?
They got lost.
And
Kobold's not smart.
Kobolds are not smart, but eventually they figure it out. They do like traveling in packs. And they join the procession, making their way out of town gathering up the loot as they go, seeming unconcerned with what you are doing behind them. The young
Are
man,
there any like? Oh,
I was going to say, the young man who was held captive is just cowering on the ground a little ways away from Joey.
is he tied up?
He's hobbled, so he could kind of shuffle his feet. His arms are bound behind him. His hood's been pulled back so he can see.
Okay.
And we could all see him now.
Yep.
I guess I get down off the roof here. I can't get over the fire because it's as tall as I am. So I guess I'll just stay here.
Are there any water barrels nearby, by any of the houses or anything?
You could certainly find a good rain barrel or rush inside someone's house and find some pots and pans that contain water.
Okay.
Just need to wet a portion of it.
Could you do that with prestidigitation? Just like put out the fire in the spot?
It's too big.
Is it too big?
I would
Too
say
big.
you could at least damp a small area of it. It would light back up, the next round because the stuff beside it's still burning. But you could create a path.
Okay. You want a path, Waverly?
Yes, please.
All right. Give you a little path. And I'm like, hop over it fast.
So you guys start joining up inside the measured off dueling area.
Talise is gonna stay with Chloe, just kind of like have her head on Talise's lap because she's out.
I'll start putting out the fire with the rain barrel.
Okay.
With shape water, if that helps. I don't know.
That would definitely help.
And just I don't like the idea of all of them being able to still see us. Kind of makes us a target.
Dawn wants to
If they
insight
change
check.
their mind about doing anything.
Dawn wants to insight check the stranger to see if he's actually as afraid as he's acting.
Please go ahead and roll me insight.
Because he doesn't trust anybody ever. Where are you?
Nice
He's-
roll.
Nice.
He does seem genuinely terrified. It does not look like he is feigning having just survived because someone else was willing to sacrifice for him.
Alright, well, Waverly's gonna reach up and poke him in the stomach, and she's gonna say, "So who the heck are you?"
Logan. I'm Logan. What?
I mean, you're not from around here, so what the heck are you doing here?
No, I was just on my way to Baragost, and then I was staying in the tavern, and then everyone was in the streets, and they just grabbed me. And what kind of crazy place is this?
Well, it's not normally like this, I have to say.
What's it normally like?
Guess a normal small town. I mean, what do you expect? There are not normally dragons. Is he still tied up?
Yes. His hands are tied
Okay.
behind his back. His legs are hobbled. He's sort
Okay,
of
I'm
like
gonna
uprightish.
Okay, I'm gonna untie him then. But take out my sword and just kind of cut the ropes binding him.
Okay. You loose his binds, and he brings his arms around and rubs his wrist and tugs the rest of the ropes off, and then yanks them off his legs. We're safe. Where do we go?
Guess they all kind of look at each other like,
Do I trust you enough to tell you that? That's the question. Are you a plant?
Can I see if I were to use my spyglass, would I be able to see the retreating people at all?
Yes, absolutely. So if you could roll me a perception, I should say. Excuse me.
Absolutely, it is possible.
Yes. You see.
Can I see the lady in purple whose name I have forgotten?
Can you see the lady in purple?
I understand if I wouldn't be able to pick out colors, but her clothing was very distinctive.
Her clothing is very distinctive, and I think you've got a fairly good line of sight right down the road there. So I will say yes. You do see the lady in purple. It seems that she was hanging back near the edge of town, seated on the wall. Once the Scion Wrath draws alongside, she falls in, walking beside him. Shortly, they will be out of distance, out of sight distance, even of your spyglass. But for the moment, you do see them leaving.
Oh man. How fast are they moving?
At a quick walk, you would say it would be a fast pace if you were to try and keep up with them, but certainly not a run.
Could I try and get close to the, not like right on top of them, but close enough? Like,
could you? You certainly may try to. They are walking. You would be running, so it would be 30 seconds or so before you'd caught up with them.
would they be out of town by that point?
I mean, they'd be on the roads out of town. I mean, if you're keeping up, they don't get farther away.
Okay.
I mean, you
don't know
know
if you
having
wanna-
grown up in Greenest, that the roads out of town aren't really roads out of town. They're sort of roads that converge into the one road that goes through town.
I don't know if you are looking where I'm kind of over top of them, so if you want to join me over here.
Yep.
If I could get like I don't know how to do the thing where I show you what I'm doing.
Either go with the drawing arrow or go with the click and hold on the select move, and that'll do the little bubble.
Draw shape.
No,
Right.
well, you can draw shapes
There.
too.
Right there.
Okay, gotcha.
If I could get like right there, so I could maybe like, and at that point, like go like possibly do a stealth check.
I think a stealth check would definitely be deserved at that point.
'Cause obviously, I want to cut through like not on the road itself, but like through the building around the buildings and stuff, and literally stop right about there and just see if I can hear anything.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that stealth check, and you're gonna want to roll high, just so you're aware.
I am aware. Is that high enough for you?
That's pretty darn high, and you are in the darkness, so you do have advantage on this one. But they do have some fairly sensitive nosed creatures about. They need to roll better than an 18 or better on both of these. Ooh,
Wow.
They got close, but they did not notice you. So you have caught up a little ways. You're probably within 100 or so feet of the last of them that you can see.
Okay. Can I hear any conversation or anything?
Give me a perception check.
No. Wow.
The only thing you can make out is a slight tone. You can just hear the edges of the words, that little sibilant hisps, the hard T's. It sounds like the person in purple, a little bit aggravated right now.
Okay. Can I do a quick investigation check and see what the tone is of the party? If they're like if they're feeling like they've got a victory, or if things didn't go out the way they planned.
Oh, you don't even need to investigate that one. They're having a party. The kobolds are swooping down through the air, cheering on the Scion Wrath. As they come down, he pumps his fist. Occasionally shoots off lightning into the air. They dance around it.
But she's pissed.
Yeah. I hate to stereotype, but I'm going to do it a little bit. Have you ever seen like a jock pulls off something and his semi-jock buddies are cheering him on while his girlfriend's like, "You're an idiot"? That.
Yes.
That. He just jumped over the car, Al Bundy style, but he didn't clip his ankle that turned him into a shoes man or shoe salesperson.
Gotcha.
So anyway, there's the reference. But anything else you're doing out there? And as you give that a little bit of thought, I'm going to pan way back over to the left here. Joey, you're awake, buddy. How's that feel?
Who's this? I'm gonna look him in the face again. You don't look. Who? What? No, you don't matter at all. What the fuck? Why is Chloe on the ground? What is going? Where's Talise? Like I had that like 12 or 18 seconds of like, okay, well I just drank a health potion. Okay, well I'm on the ground. Okay, there's not a great sword inside of me anymore. Okay, don't move or you might die. Okay.
Have they gotten the fire out yet?
The fire is going out. So you've got a lot of steam. You've got a couple of packets of embers. Most of the flames are down, but you're still dousing a little bit here and there as it starts to come back. The stuff that you couldn't quite wet down on the first pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the last thing that I'll do is I'll take off my shield and like put it as a pillow under Chloe's head, and then just kind of like look around and wait and see what the hell we're doing.
Pillows.
Is it just my screen, or did Talise literally leave a blue dot in her absence?
Oh,
Is that intentional?
Did I really?
Today's you did do the makeup on Waverly. I think maybe you dropped a little bit back there.
That's probably because I was trying to draw something and I left something behind. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Click and delete.
That's kind of cool. She moved so fast, she dropped her makeup.
I don't. Okay, it's gone.
There you go.
Got
We got that. And we'll get rid of the other one over here. I'll forget that one later too.
Okay.
So Dusk, well, looks like they're leaving, so we should go check on the keep. Dusk looks a little lost at this point.
And Talise is gonna just sort of casually jog back
I don't
once
know.
everyone's gone.
All
just-
casual like.
I just kind of have a bad feeling about that whole thing. That was weird.
It was really weird. She says as she pops out between the two houses.
Dawn's keeping an eye on the other guy, but he's not really interacting with him. He's just watching him.
All right, he's just sitting there watching you, watching him, and as the fire gets less and less, and he gets to be able to see less and less of you, and your eyes do that "I'm watching you shine," he does not look pleased with his situation.
Once the fire's out, Valandra will focus on Chloe and taking care of her.
Okay. And as the last of the fire goes out, I will ask who, if anyone, is carrying a torch or light at this point. Because I
Waverly
know-
can get out her lantern.
Okay. Waverly breaks out the lantern, so we still have some light. And what are you guys doing?
Somebody keep an eye on fucking no name over there, and I'll just kind of throw Chloe over my shoulder.
It's Logan, sir. Sir, sire.
Guy who just fucking got blasted with lightning in the face and took a great sword in the gut for you. Yeah, come on. We're going to the keep. Let's go.
Uh,
Well, that's
Does-
two different approaches.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
Dusk walks over, pats him on the shoulder, like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy."
It's
Wow.
okay, little guy. Sorry.
Good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop gets a little convoluted in this group. But everyone is small to Dusk. So you guys do make your way back to the keep. Governor Tarball standing close to hand. And you notice as you get closer, someone moving ahead of you. It looks like Zach had hung out, staying just a little bit closer than everybody else until you made your way back. Then he rushed ahead to the keep.
If we hadn't put someone out to fight the guy, Zach would have fought him, wouldn't he?
Aw.
Give me an insight check.
Did they send Zach out to fight him?
I
This
hope
is the
not.
best we have.
Belandra, you've seen Zach do a lot of really, really dumb stuff trying to win people's approval. In the last year, especially since, all of what he considered his friends except you left, man, he's been trying so hard. Yeah, he probably would have been out there. Good guy, that Zach.
Good, but dumb.
He's human.
Only human.
We all have our weaknesses.
Magical teleporty over to the keep, and as you come back to the keep, Governor Tarball greets you enthusiastically from the wall, leaning just out far enough past a parapet to look down at you. "Oh, you've done really well. You've saved all my voting public."
We're all literally punch drunk laughing at that.
We are so tired. Everything
Chloe's
is funny.
Chloe's sleepy.
Talace is hurty.
Dawn's fine. He just seems
Fine.
perfectly fine as they
Yeah, how the heck did you get through this without taking a single hit?
The roofs are your friend.
I was on a roof too. Thank
After
you.
you got hurt.
Oh, I got shot on a roof. Thank you.
So question. We didn't actually use any of the governor's like clothes and jewelry and stuff. Are we giving them back or not?
No,
No.
no.
No,
Just curious.
we need them more than him.
We've used one of his nicer pieces of clothing to like bandage ourselves up a bit. So there's just shreds of something like whatever's most expensive. It's especially if it's silk, just covered in blood all over us.
Okay, so the governor's outfit were actually being carried by Chloe. So you would have had to take them off of her if you would like to use them, but you certainly may do so. She was in no mood to protest as she was laying there unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah, but also, yeah, on my shoulder, and ain't nobody having any of that. Like, I'm putting Chloe down in a nice, quiet spot, re-pillow shielding her, and just sitting.
All right. So Governor Tarball, as the others are returned, ecstatic to see his daughter-in-law, his son, his grandchild, effusively thanks you. Kind of hushing him, the Castilian Escobar the Red comes over. "Well, you done a fine thing. You've driven off the cultists, the kobolds, the dragon, more than we could possibly have expected of anyone."
Dawn just gives him a look.
I
Little glasses glint as he looks.
I hope you think twice about how you treat orphans from now on.
Well, as I said, it was only a few hours ago. Greenest never done wrong by the orphans.
You didn't do much right either.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can right that. But for the moment, rest. We'll see to the guarding. And
Sorry.
on the morrow, we were hoping to ask you if there was anything we could do to encourage you to pursue those who raided the town and well, if not that, at least do a bit of scouting to see that they don't catch us unawares. Certainly, there's some sum or something that we could pay.
I'm sure that we could come to some kind of arrangement.
Scouting is a little bit more possible than. I mean, part of me, yes, I want to pursue them, but probably not by myself.
Well, get some rest then. I'm sure you all have, I can see you're wounded. Edian will do what he can to ease you. I know Valandra is studied healing as well. But is there anything? Is there anything I can do now for you?
Anyone?
And maybe this silence is because I don't know if
I
anyone.
think Valandra's.
Good.
I was just gonna say, I think Valandra's almost just falling asleep here. So
Everyone's very tired and they need a long rest.
This place
it
is
is past
very
her
hurt.
bedtime.
This place is so hurt right now.
All right.
Dusk asking, "Can we sleep on it, please?"
Chloe's way ahead
Of
her.
course. Get some rest, and I don't know why, but I think everyone in town needs just a little cheering, and he raises his little gong and strikes it, and you hear a ding. Please advance in level.
Nice.
Oh, yay. I mean, yay, but I thought you were going to sing. I was getting the clip already.
I was all gonna
No song tonight, but we will draw to a close a little bit early on the adventure to give you guys an opportunity to choose your level. I think this is one of those levels, third, I think, where a lot of stuff can happen to a character.
Third is a good level.
Third is a
Third's a
very
good
good level.
Third is a-
Waverly's been working on some magic.
I mean, except for the cleric, who gets basically nothing at third. But
well, no, the cleric gets second level spells, don't they? There's got to be at
Yes,
least
we all
one
do.
useful one
I
there.
guess.
So, congratulations, well played.
Yeah, I know, but most other spellcasters get second level spells and like an archetype thing. So
Oh, you got that earlier. You got that earlier. So, again, as we start wrapping up, do feel free to talk amongst yourselves, but I will toss out a quick thank you to everyone one more time. I did see that we picked up another follower in the little chat thing, and I will encourage folks to please stop over to the YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we don't have the cool custom URL, so you will need to search for Captain Reboot, and then you'll see us, and subscribe there. So one, we can get that cool custom URL where we can just be youtube.com/something or other. And two, when we hit 100, the orphans do get access to a shiny loot box. And they missed out on the opportunity to capture the Cyanrath sword because they didn't quite get that 100, but maybe next time. And anybody got anything else before we wrap that one up and kick over to Tavern Talk if folks would like to hang about? Nope, stunned silence.
I'm sorry, I'm leveling.
Everyone's frantically leveling. Oh, ooh, Therese, I see a D8 there. Was that D8 a hit points D8?
It was.
That's a good D8. That's a 7 out of 8. That's
my
nice.
last one was an 8 out of 8, and I have a 1 to my Constitution. I have a +1 Constitution modifier, so I doubled last time. So I'm doing pretty good on these so far.
I
Therese
can
is
help
on
you
the
out,
hot streak.
Beth.
Waverly. Waverly
Not the
fell into the
best.
trap, but that's okay. That's not a horrible one. That's 4 out of 8.
It'll be
Dusk,
okay.
we will happily help with the leveling. And once you get a chance to get back. Oh, Valandra in the trap, 2 out of 8 on the hit points. That's all right. You'll get it back later.
I rolled an 8 last time, so I'm still ahead of the curve.
It all comes out in the end.
In the wash.
That's what I tell myself, but then I end up with like a 10th level person with 5 hit points, and I'm like, ooh. Or I, have a DM who does horrible things like takes permanent hit points away. But no one would do that. No one.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
sure? Are you positive no one would do that?
Who does that?
Pretty sure I know a guy who might.
No guy.
I know a guy.
Look, I know a guy. Musical number on Tuesday. Looking forward to that one. Musical numbers in this game, maybe. But I only realized how perfect the "Be Prepared" song from The Lion King would have been for Cyan Rath's little intro.
Oh man, yeah.
I realized that on the drive home today, and I'm like, how quickly can I change the words? How quickly can I learn to do that voice? So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Prepare for incredible news. A shining new era is tiptoeing clearer. And then be like,
And where do we feature?
just listen to teacher.
I feel like that would have to be like Chloe is the right voice for where do we feature.
I feel that would be it. So I think there may be some call and answer songs in the future, but I need to think of it just a few hours earlier than as I'm prepping for the session.
Yeah.
But yes, songs and creativity and nonsense will abound all over the place. I do hear that there will also be some new artworks joining us maybe next week, maybe the following week.
Hopefully next week. I'm hoping that it gets completed by next week. She's usually pretty fast, but I'm probably like the last person who commissioned her during the round.
That's all right. So we will get all those updated. I will mention this even though I wait till the end of the stream so everybody disconnected. But since we did hit 50, we've got some new toys on the subscribe set. Do please, if you have your free Prime, hit that subscribe. We're also going to be posting up some options to contribute to the lore and the other stuff, monsters, history, cool items, that sort of stuff. And we'll get that all sorted out as we tick along. But in the meantime, song suggestions, I think, are still being accepted.
Yes, please. Open for, duets, solos, whatever. If you guys got something you think is good, let me know.
That's it. And I believe the theme is necromancy, possibly a brother and sister evil team, possibly some undead in there. I'm not entirely sure because we haven't discovered that part yet. But
It's kobolds.
It's
Spoiler
kobolds.
alert.
It's kobolds singing. Ooh. Kobolds does not go singers.
Kobold singing.
No, there wants the singing gods and goblins. So maybe the contest there.
What funny little birds they have no wings, huh?
Excellently done. Right. So, and along with the level, you do get the benefits of a long rest. So please recover those hit points, recover those spell slots. You're probably gonna need them.
If you alter your level on your character sheet, it will automatically give you your spell slots.
Ooh,
nice.
They do the generous ding.
I found that out as I was like, I gotta fix my spell slots, and then they were already there.
Very cool. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away from the keyboard for a little while, refill my stuff, make sure the rest of my house isn't on fire. Then I'll be back to answer any questions, etc. folks have. Do feel free to talk amongst yourselves. You guys are in the keep. You are amongst each other. I assume as soon as somebody gets a hold of any magical, they'll either wake Chloe up or time enough will have passed that she'll wake up. So that can happen.